Welcome, Satnam, to the Well-Resourced Woman. My name is Rebecca Johnston, and during our time together over these beautiful 5 days in September, I cannot wait to pour so much love and so much guidance and support into this community, into you. So, thank you. I just want to start by saying thank you for taking the time. Although this is a completely free event, I know that there is an investment in your time, in your energy. And so, I really want to congratulate you for taking the time to resource yourself. So, what does it mean? You're here. We are going to be spending 5 days together, along with our amazing five guest speakers who are also here to just support you, to be of service, to share with you. No gatekeeping here. This is no fluff. I want it to be really impactful. And I know in fall is a time we are coming out of summer. Summer was a little bit softer, a little bit less structure. And it is time, it's a good time to really anchor in some habits, some truths, some embodied wisdom, just some knowledge of how to take care of ourselves so that we can serve from a place of fullness, of energy. And so, to be the best at your work, in your community, for your kids, for your partner, for yourself, you have got to be well resourced. What does that mean? Just take a moment and pause. Maybe you're feeling not so, not so resource. Maybe there's some midlife burnout, some hormonal chaos, some blood sugar swings, some serious mood, PMS, cycle issues going on, some hard time sleeping, some lack of energy, joy, pleasure. I believe to be a well-resourced woman, we have this embodied, so it doesn't live up here, it doesn't live in the books or the podcasts or the thinking mind. It lives in the body, the embodied, intuitive knowing of what it feels like to be rested, to have life force energy, to have some balance and understanding of our hormones, of our blood sugar, of our metabolism in midlife. It's different. It's a different story. We're in a different game. So, welcome to the midlife game. Let me help you understand what tools you are playing with in this game. That is what this 5 days is all about. Me sharing some as English as possible, as if I'm explaining, so that I'm taking out the woo woo, I'm taking out all of the confusing rhetoric around midlife health and trying to serve it up in a way so that you understand what you're playing with and what you need to do, that it's crystal clear, the areas that you need to work on. We're going to be talking metabolism. We're going to be talking all about energy and midlife body and the stressors and how to resource yourself internally and externally so that you feel great going into fall. Again, so that you, whether you stay on with me, one of the guest speakers, or you start to do your own healing work, you know what area of focus, blood sugar, rest, movement, weight training, nutrition, gut health. Maybe it's some work with joy and pleasure and feminine embodiment. Maybe you're in a season of motherhood, work. And so we all need to know how to come and be able to serve from a place of feeling full. So I took some notes here. That was just a little opening. I really do want you to have some tools. I want to share tools. So some context about the event. As you know, it's not in person. It's right here. It's online. It's on Zoom. I am coming at from Vancouver. So it's Pacific Standard Time. We always log in at 9. There's going to be some talk, some Q&A. I will lead a practice. I will share a slide or two if necessary on hormones or metabolism or energy. And then at 9:45, we'll be welcoming in our guests. So I will be speaking and sharing with you for 45 minutes, and then we get to learn from somebody else. And they're bringing their best for you guys as well. Hopefully, we'll always be, you guys, if you don't know me, if this is your first time meeting me, I'm a Virgo and I love being punctual. So we will always try to be done by 10:30. Replays will then go out with a recap email with some journal prompts, any of your homework for that night later that day. So if you can't make the live call, it's totally fine. How you find everything is go to my website, benaturally.fit, and then go to my account and you'll see my active packages and just click on Well Resourced Woman. And in there, you'll see the schedule so you can sign up for the live calls. You'll see the replays and any additional resources. I've also just given you guys virtual studio for that week as well. So if you want to do some of the workouts or check out some of the meditations or Kundalini, they're all there for you. What makes this event, I just do want to say, what makes this event powerful though is you showing up. I would really encourage you to look at your calendar between September 8th and 12th and see where you can pause a work meeting or ask someone else to drive your kid that day or just make the time to show up. I do know that watching replays, and I try to make the replays as amazing as possible, but showing up and being on screen and being in community is part of the healing process. And I love it when I can see it's energy. I love seeing your faces on screen. So the days that you can come live, please make the effort. Be distraction free with your journal. I mean, if you have to listen while you're driving or at work, that's also fine. I mean, we got to get it in where we can fit it in, but I'd love to see you live. For me, I'm going to be sharing a lot about my story of like, this event is personal. There's a reason why I want to talk about being well resourced. I have ended in places where I have found myself exhausted and burnt out and disconnected and it's just so amazing how you don't realize that you're in it until you're in it or sometimes until you're out of it. Does anyone know that feeling? Like you didn't even know how bad it was until you got to the other side. And I really do want to speak to that. It's going to be an incredible week to have some storytelling from me and all of the guests. These guests, I want to just speak into some guest speaker love. Phenomenal. So I'm going to actually, I might as well just go ahead and share. On Monday, we have a beautiful, my friend, super healer from Costa Rica joining us. She is speaking into human design and how that can be used as a resource in your life. And she has so much to say on that. Day two is one of my amazing teachers and friend and sister on this soulful Kundalini path, Sita. Sita will be speaking into her journeys in India on her complete burnout to where she's at now as owner of a Kundalini studio in Sedona and speaking into Kundalini and spirituality. On Wednesday, we have my friend Kelly Robinson. She is an amazing exterior where spirit meets space, learning how to resource ourselves through, I would like to say feng shui, but it's like so much more than that. It's really understanding that we can do a lot of work on the internal, and that's important, but internal reflects external, external reflects internal to be able to curate your space to resource yourself, your home, your life, your closet, your drawers, and just what it takes like to bring nature into your space to resource yourself as well. Very powerful. On Thursday, we have a nutritionist, midlife, perimenopause, informed, gut health specialist, Jordan Bruce, who is going to be speaking into our nutrition, into like, when I think about midlife women and what we need to know what is the symptomology of like, when should I go get tested for something? What should I be looking out for my test? How do I advocate for myself? Like, that is information that I think is important. I need to know that. So I have her coming on and sharing all the tea on that. And then on Friday, we are going to get really soft and get really into our pleasure. And we have Cassie from the John Wineland world. She is a certified feminine embodiment teacher, birth doula, spirit seeker extraordinaire. You guys are going to love her. And she's going to be taking us through a gentle practice and speaking into pleasure and love and connection to our heart and connection to our feminine energy. Because a lot of women, especially as you know, if we're holding down the fort with work, career, kids, like we're the manager of the household, we're in our masculine a lot. And that also feels it doesn't create a lot of flow of energy through our system. And to be well resourced, we need to be balanced with feminine and masculine energy. Pause, drink that all in. You are getting all of that for free. I cannot wait to spend the time with you guys. I cannot personally wait for these speakers. I cannot wait. So, what you're going to walk away with is, I really want you to walk away knowing, like I said, where is the place that you need to be focusing on? I want you to have not just inspiration. Inspiration's great, but I want you to have practical tools, fresh perspectives. I want you to feel connected to a community. I want you to feel more grounded, alive, and equipped for the next chapter, fall of your life. Okay, so my invitation, show up. Bring your questions, bring your journal, bring your curiosity, bring your fun. Don't miss it. Invite a friend if you're watching this and you've already signed up and this is like getting you excited. Can you please send the link to a friend? I would love to have over 300 women signed up. So that happens through you guys. So please, if you are hyped already and you're watching this, send the website, the link, an email I've sent you to a friend and invite them to come. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm already excited. As you can tell, we are, when I film this, still 3 weeks away, but I personally have already started to curate so much magic. I'm holding you. Once you've signed up, you're in my auric field. I feel you. I love you already. And I just can't wait to share. I can't wait to dive in. So if you have any questions on anything that I've said in this call, if you have anything that you would like to mention that you think is important, I'm still curating and I'm still taking questions, and I would love to feel your curiosity already. So if you have anything you want to share with me, reply, send me an email, send me a DM. I love hearing from you. Okay? So thank you. Welcome. Welcome to the Well Resourced Woman. Let's get started.